This is not going to make you money in 2025. Even in 2020 it was hard. Now trying to do this in 2025. If wholesaling real estate doesn't work, can you explain to me how somebody in my Discord literally just made $20,000 assigning a deal to a buyer? Or how I'm able to afford this high-rise apartment in Miami? I definitely would have moved here if wholesaling real estate didn't work. It's weird that the people that never end up getting a deal because they end up not putting enough effort in, they're the first ones to call wholesaling real estate a scam. Just because you don't make money from it doesn't mean it's a scam, doesn't mean it doesn't work. It was probably something that you were doing wrong. Now I'll tell you what you were doing wrong. Every single business needs leads. If you don't have any leads, you don't have a business. So it sounded like you didn't have a business because you didn't have any leads coming into the business. So the first thing we have to figure out is how do we get leads into the business? What I do is I hire overseas cold callers. They work for about 1/10 of the price of hiring an actual American. If you guys want to hire some, here's where I get mine. They make about 2,000 calls a day for me. They cold call sellers every single day saying, hey, Mr. Seller, do you want to sell? They get about 99% no's, and those 1% yeses, maybe about 1 to 3 sellers a day. They send those over to me and I close those. These are actual leads now. Now we lock these up in contract, and now it's time to start selling these to a buyer. This is the second part of how to wholesale real estate, is you can get contracts all day long, but if you can't sell them, you still won't make any money. But if you have a good enough deal, finding a buyer is a pretty easy thing to do. What I would recommend is get cool with a few buyers first before you start hiring these cold callers. Once you hire these cold callers, it's time to start closing these deals and connect them to the buyers that you make connections with. Now I'm about to get back to enjoying the sun, let my cold callers go back to work, and I'm about to keep on making money from the scam that doesn't work.